Hi everyone, Pattaya Owl here, Swaddy Cap, Sabaidi Mai, hope you're well. Well, it's time for another vlog and it's the weekend, it's Saturday. And yesterday I did the live show from a virtual bar, hence the green screen behind me. So what I'm going to do is get this out the way and then we're going to talk bargains. There's been a bit of a trip update, so I've got plenty to tell you. But first, I'll shift this. Right, where's this going to go? I don't need it until Sunday. That's the next live show. 5:30 PM UK time. Right, well that's that out the way. Oh, let's take a seat. So, as you've seen by the title, trip update as well as bargains. I reckon I've got some bargains. I'm going to share it with you. Why? So you can make the most of the bargains yourself. I mean, the Vogue Hotel, there's been an update on that. And of course, that was one of the biggest surprises of the October trip. It really did turn into be a great value hotel. And like I say, I've got an update on that. So let's get into some of the detail. So let's start with the Vogue in no particular order. I've got a few updates for you. So basically, I sent a couple of emails to the Vogue to say, right, I'm booked in, as you know, for 2 weeks. But the news is I've extended my trip by a further week. So I now need to stay at your hotel for a few weeks. But they must be really busy. They've not had a chance to get back to me. I'm sure they will in good time. However, I want to get something concrete in there. I want to make sure that I'm booked in for 3 weeks. I want it sealed off. So what I've done, I've waited till today. So we're on Saturday. And I've actually just gone on to booking.com and I've put in the dates for the extra week. And the Vogue didn't come up. And I was panicking for a moment. So I started looking at other options. You know, I have heard from other people that the Vogue is filling up fast. And I did another search and I tweaked the dates a little bit and then I came off the browser, went back in. Anyway, the Vogue then appeared as an option. So it really is changing from one search to another, which I was surprised. And it came up expensive. It was like £40 a night. And of course, when I was there in October, I was paying £20 a night. The Vogue have agreed for me to be there at £26 a night for the first 2 weeks. So when I saw £40, I thought, oh, this isn't going to work. But then I carried on searching through different hotels, came off, went back onto booking.com, and then it came up again, £40 a night. But this time I clicked into it. And when I went into it, there was a partner offer, which was free cancellation, but payment up front. So a prepayment rather than no prepayment. Through a partner, through booking.com, but a partner offer, whatever that means. And it was there. It was there at £27 per night for that third week, that extra week, the 7 nights at £27 a night. So £1 more than I'm paying per night in the first 2 weeks. And, well, I thought, well, that's good. I mean, the free cancellation is the safety net. I always do free cancellation and preferably no prepayment, so I just pay at the hotel. But I thought if I'm going to compromise, I'll compromise on the prepayment. So there you go, you can have your money now, but I've still got the safety net of free cancellation through booking.com. So I've booked it. So the first 2 weeks is with the actual Vogue itself at £26 a night. I'll pay at the hotel. Of course, I originally booked through booking.com and they came up with that better deal, saving me, easy for me to say, a couple of pounds per night. But I've not been able to get in touch with the Vogue, so I've taken my own initiative and gone on to booking.com and made it happen at £27 a night. And I've just emailed the Vogue again, just to say, right, I've booked the third week, and I've sent them a screenshot of the booking, so hopefully there's no confusion. And I don't think they'll come back and say, well, we can offer you this. I think we'll leave it there because, of course, that payment for the extra 7 days has come out of the account, so it'd make things a lot easier. But yeah, they must be busy. They must get lots of emails because it's a popular hotel. And it's just amazing to get £27 a night from seeing 40. And that just shows sometimes it's worth just literally clicking into it and looking into a bit more detail at the offers available. And I just have to say, before we continue with some of these bargains, is we've finally passed the 5,000 subscriber mark, and that's brilliant. So a big hello to all the new and existing subscribers. So it's been a big month overall. If we talk about October to November, 5,000 subscriber mark, passing the 1 million views. Thank you. Your support is fantastic. And of course, not to mention the live show on Friday. That was the first live show from the virtual bar, The Perch. Well, that's right, something a little bit different, just being creative. Of course, The Perch doesn't exist, so we've done a virtual bar. Who knows, The Perch could be a bar in the future. And the plan for tomorrow's live stream, again, easy for me to say, I think I need a drink, is, well, we're going to have a little bit more. It's going to be a virtual bar with hopefully some movement in the background as well. So this is, we're working on it in the background, lots of backgrounds for you tomorrow. That is 5:30 UK time. So come along to that live show. Right, next up is the parking and the old airport and Gatwick thing. So I've never flown from Gatwick before. I've never flown with North Atlantic Airlines, and we know I've done the £39 meal upgrade on there. So that takes me to around about 580, but then of course I did the extra week in Pattaya, which added a further £153 in on top of that. So I'm certainly at the top of the budget for this direct flight. But of course I need parking. And I have been offered a couple of free options for parking, and I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who's offered. On this occasion though, I am going to park at the airport, even though I've been offered to park really close. So that's amazing. But yeah, I've gone for it, and the reason why I've gone for it is it's an absolute bargain. Can you believe this? So for 3 weeks long stay parking at Gatwick Airport, £64. I think that is awesome. As always, let me know in the comments, do you think that's good value? I mean, my days, in the past, I've paid £250, which was overpriced, to stay at Heathrow for 2 weeks. Of course, I've done better than that on the most recent trip. I got Best Western Hotel and 2 weeks parking for around about 150, 160, something like that, saving a whopping 170. But Gatwick, £64 for 3 weeks. That's right, £2 something a day. That is absolutely amazing. That's booked, it's confirmed. And I don't need a hotel. I'm going to be travelling down in plenty of time to get there. Because of course, I can just get there, park up, and then fly out. So there's no hotel needed for this upcoming trip in January 2026. And some of you have been asking about, am I? Easy for me to say. Let's try again. So some of you have been asking, am I getting picked up by Jojo again? Well, you know what, I am doing. Of course, there's. I've had a look on booking.com and there are options there. I didn't find any cheap options as around as 500-600 baht for a lift from the airport to Pattaya. Like, I know my mate Michael has found a cracking deal at round about that price. They were all around 1,900 to 1,000 baht. And of course, Jojo charges 1,400, and she's a friend as well. And not only that, her service is impeccable. So I am going to go with Jojo again. She's picking me up from the airport in January, taking me to Pattaya, and she's also collecting me from the Vogue and taking me back to the airport at the end of the trip. So yeah, same on that one. That's all booked. Same with the parking and the hotel and the flights and the meal and the changing flight, all booked, all confirmed. So I think overall I'm happy with that. Of course, in an ideal world, if I booked a flight originally for the right dates, it'd be less than I'm paying. Of course, I'm paying 153 on top of the 580, so 700 and something for the flight. I think it's around 730. I'm pretty sure I could have got that in the 600s, but that was my mistake. I didn't know at the time that I could get the 3 weeks off, and now I do. So that is what it is. I mean, it might be a loss of 50 quid on that one, but it's all in there, and I'm happy with the bargains. I think the flight is a good price for the flight still. I think the hotel at £26 a night for the Vogue in high season is good. Of course, I'd rather it be £20. I think the parking at Gatwick's exceptional. I'm happy with the taxi service. Changing money. That will be me taking cash over and using the TT currency exchange, as well as using my Wise account better. And I've got the, I think it's Revolut as well. So I've got a couple of options there, but we'll go for Wise in terms of scanning for stuff. I've got cash to change over there. That's how I'm going to get the best rate. I'm going to avoid drawing money from the cash machine where possible, because of course they charge 250 baht per time. And this trip, once again, there'll be no Bangkok bank account. That relationship is well and truly done, even though I can still access and see my balance, and they're still taking commission and annual fees out of the remaining balance, but I just can't use it in any way. So yeah, a bit of an odd situation with the bank. So there we have it. It'll soon be here. It's around 60 odd days until the owl makes his return to Pattaya, and I can't wait, because of course this is a 3-week order. It's the start of a new year, so it'll be a Swaddy Be My, I'll be saying out there on the streets, and it's so exciting. And I'm liking this new budget approach of getting a direct flight as cheap as I can, and getting a decent hotel in a decent location with friendly staff and great rooms that I could actually live in the Vogue, and being a little bit smarter with money as well. So anyway, there we have it. If you can come along to the live show tomorrow, 5:30 UK time, that'd be brilliant. The live show we've just done on Friday was a 4-hour live. That's beating records in terms of length. Let's see if we can do something similar, or certainly get the numbers in. That'd be awesome. So wherever you are, have a great weekend. Take care. Thanks for supporting the channel. And if you like this little vlog, give us a thumbs up, share, comment. If you've not already, please subscribe. Your support means the world. And I better move this green screen back in position for Sunday. Take care. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.
Makes his